Coach Michael is up and...
Lane hit. Let's see it again. The football coach, a lot of heart.
Yeah, but the platform...
The kick made a joy right behind her. Ow! Oh.
Yep, she needs herself in the face.
Oh my God! Take a look at that super slow-mo for the rest of the show. Hey! I guess that's afraid to know what's worse.
Not the board gamer.
Yeah.
So wipe out only a mother can love. You know why I love this obstacle?
Why is that?
Because it's a family of 4 spinning pitchforks that doesn't show favor. Like take Philadelphia natives Tom and Colleen Campbell, for example. It treats father just like daughter. Oh! I can't stop talking about it now.
Well, you have to, Johnny, because our next contestants are unjovi, halfway there, living on a prayer.
Oh! A shot to the groin and the back and the...
Have Jenica Farley. Oh, amazing.
Shifter.
Oh! It's all headed for the finish. Oh! Just ahead of the new motivator, Johnny. Oh!
Got a free kick to the back of the head. And he's going for the finish.
She'll offer you a homemade pie.
Rosenberry. Punch
Grab the zip line and, well, you'll see.
Oh, look at her. Hang on, John. She just might... Oh! Fun for the whole family. Oh!
She pulled up for easy. A Dewey Decimal System. Oh! I think she stamped her head.
Oh! It plowed from behind.
Well, that's the city works department for you. All that's left to do now is spring himself into the wipeout zone. Oh! Right in the joystick. Oh, after that collision, Donkey Kong probably feeling more like Miss Pac-Man.
Yeah, I got the perfect call for a bingo clerk. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Coach Michael is up and...
Lane hit. Let's see it again. The football coach, a lot of heart.
Yeah, but the platform...
The kick made a joy right behind her. Ow! Oh.
Yep, she needs herself in the face.
Oh my God! Take a look at that super slow-mo for the rest of the show. Hey! I guess that's afraid to know what's worse.
Not the board gamer.
Yeah.
So wipe out only a mother can love. You know why I love this obstacle?
Why is that?
Because it's a family of 4 spinning pitchforks that doesn't show favor. Like take Philadelphia natives Tom and Colleen Campbell, for example. It treats father just like daughter. Oh! I can't stop talking about it now.
Well, you have to, Johnny, because our next contestants are unjovi, halfway there, living on a prayer.
Oh! A shot to the groin and the back and the...
Have Jenica Farley. Oh, amazing.
Shifter.
Oh! It's all headed for the finish. Oh! Just ahead of the new motivator, Johnny. Oh!
Got a free kick to the back of the head. And he's going for the finish.
She'll offer you a homemade pie.
Rosenberry. Punch
Grab the zip line and, well, you'll see.
Oh, look at her. Hang on, John. She just might... Oh! Fun for the whole family. Oh!
She pulled up for easy. A Dewey Decimal System. Oh! I think she stamped her head.
Oh! It plowed from behind.
Well, that's the city works department for you. All that's left to do now is spring himself into the wipeout zone. Oh! Right in the joystick. Oh, after that collision, Donkey Kong probably feeling more like Miss Pac-Man.
Yeah, I got the perfect call for a bingo clerk. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Coach Michael is up and...
Lane hit. Let's see it again. The football coach, a lot of heart.
Yeah, but the platform...
The kick made a joy right behind her. Ow!
Oh! Yep, she needs herself in the face.
Oh my God! Take a look at that super slow-mo for the rest of the show. Hey! I guess that's afraid to know what's worse.
Not the board gamer.
Yeah.
So wipe out only a mother can love.
You
You know why I love this obstacle?
Why is that?
Because it's a family of 4 spinning pitchforks that doesn't show favor. Like take Philadelphia natives Tom and Colleen Campbell, for example. It treats father just like daughter. Oh, I can't stop talking about it now.
Well, you have to, Johnny, because our next contestants are
Unjovi, halfway there, living on a prayer. Oh, a shot to the groin and the back, and we'll have Jenica Farley. Oh, amazing. Oh.
Oh, headed for the finish.
Oh, just ahead of the new motivator, Johnny. Oh, got a free kick to the back of the head. And he's going for the finish.
She'll offer you a homemade pie.
Rosenberry. Punch kick.
Oh, grab the zip line and, well, you'll see.
Oh, look at her. Hang on, John. She just might. Oh, fun for the whole family. Oh.
She pulled up for easy. A Dewey Decimal System. Oh, I think she stamped her head.
That's at least good. Oh, it plowed from behind. Well, that's the city works department for you.
All that's left to do now is spring himself into the wipeout zone.
Oh, right in the joystick.
Oh, after that collision, Donkey Kong probably feeling more like Miss Pac-Man.
Yeah, I got the perfect call for a bingo clerk. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Coach Michael is up, and late hit. Let's see it again. The football coach, a lot of heart. Yeah, but the platform, the kick made a joy right behind her. Ow! Oh, yep, she needs herself in the face. Oh my God! Take a look at that super slow-mo for the rest of the show. Hey! I guess that's afraid to know what's worse. Not the board gamer. Yeah. So wipe out only a mother to love. Oh. You know why I love this obstacle?
Why is that?
Because it's a family of 4 spinning pitchforks that doesn't show favor. Like take Philadelphia natives Tom and Colleen Campbell, for example. It treats father just like daughter. Oh. I can't stop talking about it now.
Well, you have to, Johnny, because our next contestants are
Unjovi, halfway there, living on a prayer. Oh, a shot to the groin and the back, and we'll have Jenica Farley. Oh, amazing. Oh.
Oh, headed for the finish.
Oh, just ahead of the new motivator, Johnny. Oh, got a free kick to the back of the head. And he's going for the finish.
She'll offer you a homemade pie.
Rosenberry. Punch kick.
Oh, grab the zip line and, well, you'll see.
Oh, look at her. Hang on, John. She just might. Oh, fun for the whole family. Oh.
She pulled up for easy. A Dewey Decimal System. Oh, I think she stamped her head.
That's at least good. Oh, it plowed from behind. Well, that's the city works department for you.
All that's left to do now is spring himself into the wipeout zone.
Oh, right in the joystick.
Oh, after that collision, Donkey Kong probably feeling more like Miss Pac-Man.
Yeah, I got the perfect call for a bingo clerk. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Coach Michael is up, and late hit. Let's see it again. The football coach, a lot of heart. Yeah, but the platform, the kick made a joy right behind her. Ow! Oh, yep, she needs herself in the face. Oh my God! Take a look at that super slow-mo for the rest of the show. Hey! I guess that's afraid to know what's worse. Not the board gamer. Yeah. So wipe out only a mother to love. Oh. You know why I love this obstacle?
Why is that?
Because it's a family of 4 spinning pitchforks that doesn't show favor. Like take Philadelphia.
Cause there's something going down. Cause there's something going down.
Oh my goodness, welcome guys. We are here. I am live streaming from under my stairs. As you can see, I've got my stairs right here. I'm in a noisy room right now because there's all our wonderful our fans. Our fans are there with us.
Fans.
Our fans.
It's the fans, and it's just how it is, isn't it? It's just hashtag lockdown.
And you may or may not see Minecraft Dungeons being played behind me right here. I had all my equipment, didn't have time to move it. Weeks get crazy. I apologize, guys. But guys, I'm here with Sam and not Davey. How you doing, Sam?
That's my name, isn't it? It's not Davey.
Not Davey.
That's what I need to be called for the rest of this.
All right, you got
It
to
would
dip
also
down.
protect my real identity as a superhero.
Got to dip down just a little bit. Not Davey. I'm cutting off the top of your head. There we go. They're not Davey. All right, Sam, what are you up to, man?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. I've had good weekend. It feels like the days just blur into one, don't they? So I find it so challenging. Just remember what day it is and what I'm doing when. But I'm doing well, feeling good. Been keeping up with that exercise, going for runs, trying to eat healthy.
That's awesome.
But yeah, it's going well. It's going well. How about you, not Davey? How are you doing?
Apart from the top of my head missing, which is probably the part of my head, the part of me that I use the least, to be fair, I'm actually doing pretty well. As I said, most of me is not located in that top part of me. So, of all the body parts to lose, that's probably the best one for me.
Nice. No, Sam, I'm right there with you, though, and not knowing what day it is. I asked my wife, honey, it's Monday, right? She's like, no, it's Thursday. And that's pretty much what I ask every day. It's Monday. Are we Monday? What's today? No, it's Friday now. Oh, I have no concept of time. Like, it's ridiculous right now. But guys, as we're getting started here, we want to try things a little different. I think next week we'll have a little bit different format, but we want to really start getting you involved. We want to make sure that you guys are a part of this show. And as such, one of my wife's favorite shows for a while was a show called Nailed It. Have you guys seen that?
Yeah.
Ever seen the show Nailed It?
Oh, yeah. Classic.
Well, where they show this amazing work of art and go, okay, recreate that. And we are going to try that. We want you guys to be involved as well. We want you to show us how amazing you are. And Sam, your wife has amazing talents, doesn't she?
She does. Yeah, for a number of years. For a year, my wife ran a cake business, and then our daughter popped along, so that put things on hold. But yeah, my wife's really, really, some people say, people have got talent, but I mean, this is, unexpected talent.
This is unexpected talent.
Have we got some images?
We do. I brought this one up because I thought this would be a great one that we here at Youth Remixed could give a shot at. We're all going to try. I think the three of us, we are going to recreate this cake right here, and we're going to have some penalties for those that are furthest away from that recreation. All right.
I don't even know why I suggested this when I saw the time, the effort, the sculpting that went into this. I think you see that circular saw in the cake. I think I actually broke the original one by mistakes. So Naomi had to make it again. So I saw what goes into this cake. So, so there's 3 different layers there with buttercream in between, and then buttercream around the outside with a chocolate kind of sprinkled coat, and the rest is fondant, that's just been manipulated and painted with food safe paint. So it's going to be
I'm not worried. I have made multiple wedding cakes in my life. My wife does sugar crafts and does amazing stuff. So, I'm going to nail this thing. This is going to be nailed next week.
Confidence.
It's going to be nailed next week. And I want to put the challenge out to you guys. We would love it for those watching, because we want to see what you can do as well. If you want to submit us your amazing attempt at this cake, all right? So take a screenshot right now. I'm going to leave it up for a bit more. Hold on, I've got to get the wrong one. I've got to get our. There we go.
It's not there.
There
I'm
it is.
Keep pointing
there it is.
Anyway.
Point that way. Youth Remix. That's where you need to send your pictures to. Again, Youth Remix. I'm going to go back to that one. Take a picture of this. Here's what we're going to attempt to make next week. Davey's going to get texted a screenshot of this as well for what he needs to make for next week when he's back. And Davey's away. I think he's moving today, right?
He's moving. Yeah. Yeah,
so we miss you, Davey. We would be helping you, but unfortunately we had to be here. So good luck with that move. Yeah.
And it's difficult helping someone from 2 meters away.
Well, you throw boxes.
You have to kind of throw the box.
Yeah, you just throw the box out of the van, hope they catch it, and it's nothing breakable. All I got to tell you a story. I was helping some friends move, And they had one big box that had all of their like Pyrex glass cooking dishes and crock pots that were glass and flatware and plates. Everything that was glass was in this one box. And I don't know, it was a big box too. It was a good sized box. But I'm like, you know what? No, guys, I got this. It's fine. I don't need your help. I'll pick it up. You'll just hurt yourself if two of us are trying to do this box. And I pick it up off the back of the truck and start moving it. What I didn't realize is they hadn't taped the bottom shut. It was just all folded over. So maybe with two people, you could have had hands underneath, one on each side, and prevented that. I was unaware. And so as soon as I shifted this box off the back of the truck, the bottom blew out, and every single dish and glass and breakable in their kitchen they had hit the ground. And I'm not even sure one thing survived. So I felt really, really bad. Yeah.
In your defense, I hope they're not watching. It's kind of on them for not. I mean, who doesn't tape the bottom of the box?
Of the heavy box with all the important stuff in. I don't know, but still.
Well, that's the thing, because you've got to lift the box to be able to see if it's taped, didn't you, in the first place? So yeah, completely on them.
I can say that now because yes, they're probably not watching. But again, in the moments when you still know it was you that picked up the box and broke all of their dishes, you feel pretty bad.
And I love it. I can see you just being so helpful and a bit masculine, you know.
Yeah.
Trying to be
exactly. That I can do this.
Come on,
No.
I've got this.
Yeah, Kelly, you go sit down for a minute.
Smash.
And everything just dropped.
Awful.
It was really it wasn't good, but. Now, I don't know what you guys have been doing with your quarantine time. You guys just kind of sleep and watch Netflix a lot, right? Is that pretty much your daily routines?
Yeah, if that's what work is, then yeah. That's what I've been up to.
Well, we have one.
I started with that, I think. I started trying to work my way through all of the Marvel movies, got to about movie 8, and then just got kind of Netflixed out. So I've actually not watched much Netflix for the last week or so. But I think I have realised I'm in this room, and I'm starting to notice now all the different things I could potentially do with it. So my room is not going to know what's hit it in 6 weeks' time, probably.
Well, the streaming service that got the biggest boost this last week was HBO Max, because it's been released that the Snyder Cut is going to be released on HBO Max. If you don't know much about the Snyder Cut, it's been this long rumored fan charging, we want this. Zack Snyder was originally the director of the Justice League, and he had to leave the project. A family tragedy kept him away from it, and it was released in kind of a way that wasn't meeting his vision. And so he's had all this extra footage for how he wanted it to be released, and all of the actors have said they want it released. Fans have been petitioning for this, and finally it's been released that HBO is going to be releasing the Snyder Cut, the Zack Snyder Cut. It'll cost them an additional $30 to $50 million to finalize all those extra shots. But because of that, HBO Max is like the one service getting tons of love in this last week and a half or so. So it's one I will probably have to have, because it's going to have a lot of really cool stuff in the coming bits. And I want to watch that. I've wanted to watch that for a while. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. I want to show you what you should be doing with your quarantine time, because this one kid has been industrious. You have to see this. This is a 70-part, just watch. I mean, it's unreal what he has done with his yard. So this is my challenge for you for next week, Sam. I want to see all of this, okay?
This is insane.
This is just the beginning.
Who has this much stuff? The people who come up with these things secretly hoarders. That's what I wonder. They just have so much stuff.
You know what? I'm sitting there thinking I could be this guy.
Oh, wow. That's so impressive.
Yeah, I wonder how many takes and how long this setup took.
Yeah.
Thinking how long, Sean, hearing of your attempts down the stairs, how long that took.
Oh, just for a couple pots.
This is something else. God, that huge roll. Was that a roll of tape?
Yeah, he uses everything. And really ingenious stuff, too. Like stuff like that. Just going and coming and all the different things that he used was just...
Wow. What? Also, this person's garden is beautiful.
Massive. Yeah.
And very big.
Yeah, it's amazing.
This is actually a small American garden, by the way. You know, this is what every American has.
Oh yeah. Of course.
Even in New York, you know, this is the small gardens in New York.
Yeah. those famous New York woodlands. You know?
Hey, most of New York is
Well, everyone
actually
goes
really
there.
nice. It's pretty wooded. What is it? Like, how long is this
Oh
go?
my gosh, this is insane.
Is he using his neighbour's gardens now as well?
Nope, this is all one person's garden. Again, all in one take.
Like,
Oh, and watch this.
This is insane.
This basketball almost comes out of its little track a couple times, which I'm sure had to have happened.
oh man, I bet each time he was. Oh, imagine just getting right to the end.
Imagine
of
getting
it,
to here
fails.
and then having it
Oh,
fail.
And you've got to go back and set everything up.
Everything
oh,
up.
man.
Yeah, this is so long. I'm half expecting the basketball to turn up in my bedroom.
Oh, what's that sound? Is that it hitting your door?
He made it,
Yeah.
and he's so excited.
That is insane.
All right, so my challenge to you,
insane.
Sam, is I want a 70-piece kind of thing like that. It doesn't need to cover as much space. Just use marbles in your house. Just the little tracks and walls and bouncy things, whatever you got available.
Even just looking around my flat, I'm like, what? Where would you even begin? What would you use? How would it work? I've got to guard it from a walking almost 1-year-old. Like, I'd get stuff set up and then she'd appear. Like, yeah, man.
Oh, so yeah, I gotta
But
give mad props.
if you guys at home want to take that challenge, set
Mad
something
props.
up. Set a
You three
big
mixed.
shot-
I'd love to see it. Yep, you three
Yeah.
mixed.
I'd love to see that. Just set something up and get on the hashtag.
And send it in. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah.
And then one funny one that I saw. You know how a lot of the news coming out of the government here in the UK has been very mixed messages. Like, you should go to work, but everybody should stay home and not go anywhere. And we got to be careful about social interactions, but go to work. And, and so some fan put together this wonderful video that I will show you right now. And it kind of just fits that perfectly.
Don't push this button. Because that will set off the bomb immediately and we'll all be dead. Now repeat back what I just said.
I am Groot.
No! No, that's the button that will kill everyone. Try again.
I am Groot. Mm-hmm. I am Groot.
Uh-huh.
I am Groot.
No!
Just like, it's exactly what we're hearing. I don't know. In America, I know it's kind of the same because you have your federal government and your state governments, and they don't, they don't really have, they can say over each other, but Trump will say, here's kind of the mandates, but we're going to leave it to the state governments to decide. And so some states are doing some things and some aren't. So in all governments right now, it's just very mixed messages on what we should be doing. Do you guys feel that here? How do you feel about what you're hearing from the government in regards to people going back to school and going back to work? And I know a lot of you guys are in school right now. Let us know how you feel as well. But Sam, Joe, what do you guys think about what we're hearing regarding all these weird announcements and what to do?
Well, how do I say this diplomatically?
You don't. You just say it. Come on, let's hear it. Go.
What I'd say, I guess, is that all of those that are going back to school on Monday, we are still here to support you, and we are still here to love you, and we will be carrying on, and you're kind of leading the curve in the next phase of whatever this is, which in some ways is quite cool, but also I imagine quite scary as well. So what I'd say is, with all of the stuff that the government is saying, we will come through this, and we will be stronger, and you will be world leaders in the future, and you will have resilience like no one else. So whether you're worried about what the government is saying or not, try and keep calm, but also know it's okay to feel nervous and anxious as well.
So is that actually officially still happening? Are they bringing kids back to school? Because I know in some places I've heard they'll have just maybe 2 age groups out of some schools, not all of them. Is that all still?
So it's I think it's years. I think it's reception and year 2. Don't quote me on this or anything like that. So I think there's basically 3 year groups that are going back at the moment. Year 6, although I think some schools are saying not year 6 at the moment, and then those in primary school that are transitioning to another year group afterwards. And I'd say whatever you think about it, the good thing about that is that it means you've got the whole school to yourselves.
Yeah.
You are the
true.
kings of that school.
You're the
You know,
kings.
you don't run riot. Don't tell your teachers
Don't
I've
do
said
that.
that.
Don't do that.
But yeah, make the most of that space. And and if you're not somebody who likes people coming into close contact with you, this is a dream for you because they legally can't.
Yeah. Now, I forgot to lead with something. I'll get to you here in a second, Sam. I'm sorry. Davey's not, Davey's not here with us right now. He did want to be a part of this. And so at the end of this show, we're just going to have you guys pick numbers 1, 2, or 3. That's what we're looking for. You got to vote numbers 1, 2, or 3. The reason is Davey has 3 eggs, 2 of which are hard-boiled and 1 is raw. All right. And at the end of the show, we're going to cut to him and he will just smash whatever number is picked egg on his head. They're sitting in front of him. They are numbered. We don't know which one does what, but there are 2 hard-boiled and 1 of them is raw. Just vote right now in the comment section, and we'll kind of remind you throughout this. Vote in the comment section, 1, 2, or 3. Let us know which egg you want to see Davey smash on his head at the end of the show, and we'll have him. We'll cut to him doing that. Okay. So I think you've got the comments up there, Sam. And Sam, why don't you go and answer that question as well, and just kind of how you feel and see things right now.
Yeah, I think with all of the messaging that's coming out, I think just to try and remember not to get that fatigue. We see that some people are just getting to the point of just saying, you know what, forget it. We don't care about social distancing or any of these things. We see other people and just doing their own things. Maybe we see hypocrisy out there as well. But I am keen to come through this and be able to say I didn't bend the rules. I was wise and I was safe. And I think just I want to encourage you guys to do the same as well, to be able to come through and just say, okay, well, other people may have just taken things into their hands, but I was wise. I tried as best as I could to stay safe. So for those of you going back to school, do remember, as good as it is to be able to see some of your classmates and teachers, remember to just keep good distance. And for those of you who are at that stage where being inside and going out for your walk and going to the park doesn't feel like it's enough, stay safe, make wise decisions at this time. I think that's really, really important.
Oh yeah, thanks, man. Thanks, man, a lot. Yeah, I don't know. One of my favorite passages in the Bible, just to kind of let you guys know, it's in Philippians chapter 4. And the Message translation, the way it kind of paints it's a really popular passage on worrying. And it says it's amazing what happens when Christ displaces worry at the center of your life. And that's, again, the Message translation, so it's kind of paraphrased, but it just puts it in a really cool way. It's amazing what happens when Christ displaces worry at the middle of your life. And for me, Christ just represents, hope, salvation, love, all these amazing things, because right before that, it talks about focus on the amazing things, whatever's noble, pure, righteous, lovely. If anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. And when we focus on who the person of Jesus is and what he means to us, that he means, the forgiveness of my sins. He means hope, eternal salvation, and that no matter what, he's got me. And when I think about that, it is amazing what happens when I let, Jesus displace that worry in the middle of my life, that, no matter what, I'm secure in him. And, if you guys don't know much about Jesus, I'd ask that you'd ask somebody. I'd really, because there's so much that you might not know about the person of Jesus and what he talks about and what he says and what he taught on and who he really was. But, but to me, he's the Son of God. He's my Savior, and he just brings hope in life. And I want you guys to know that there is hope in life for you as well.
I'll tell you something I think is really exciting,
okay.
Which I think is going to come out of this, because I don't know about you, but when I was at school, there weren't huge amounts of people who were interested in politics or anything like that. I think that because of what's happened over the last 3 or 4 years, people are starting to realize actually how much politics matters to everyday life. And I think we're going to see a generation of young people who are really engaged for politics and for what goes on in our country and how it's run and stuff. And I think particularly Christians just be praying, is God calling you into this? And is God calling you to be salt and light in our politics? I think that could be really exciting.
That's cool, man.
Definitely. I think that'd be really exciting. And I think similarly, at this time, people are more open and searching to see the pillars that society has been built on have all ground to a halt. And yet the thing that's booming at the moment is people are open to asking those bigger questions. Is there God out there? And just as exciting as people who are Christians getting into those fields and really, making a change, I think it is that there are people who are open. And so, as Sean was saying, if you're there and you don't know much about Jesus, go find out what he's about. There are alpha courses. There are plenty of other things online for you to go and search as well. And I've just been seeing as well, small sidetrack, but I've been seeing on the comments, Matthew apparently is looking forward to me trying that massive course. Matthew, I'm not sure how well that's going to go down, but do you know what? I'll give it a go if I find time, as well as trying to make that cake that I'm supposed to be making. And we've also got a couple of comments as well on numbers. A guy called, is it Seva ICM, whoever he might be, has voted for number 1. And Matthew's also voted for number 3. So get your votes in for the numbers. Remember the numbers. Davey has 3 eggs in front of him. He's going to smash one of them on his head. They're numbered 1, 2, and 3. 2 of them are hard-boiled. One's raw. Get them in the comments, and we'll see what happens at the end of the show.
That'd be awesome. Now, Sam, you are a parkour master. Is that what I've heard and seen? That the last week you even did a little flip for us. You showed us how to do it.
I hate to brag, but
now,
yeah, I mean, I have some experience.
You have a little experience jumping from 10-story buildings onto 7-story buildings, across huge gaps and rolling.
It was more 8-story to 5.
Oh, 8 to 5. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I like to exaggerate to make it seem more grandeur in what you're doing.
I appreciate it.
Now, I have never attempted anything parkour. I've never done flips. I mean, I might have set them on accidents, just playing a sport, and I got hit and flipped, but wasn't on purpose. And so I wanted to give an attempt. That side flip looks so easy, right? Where you just kind of jump and just kind of corkscrew sideways a little bit. That's an easy thing to do. I gave it an attempt. And that's, well, you kind of have to see my video here to see how I did, because I wanted to try to impress you. And I'm not sure I achieved any level of impressibility. Well, here we go. Just watch. I just want you to make sure that I don't die out here, okay? Audio. And there we go. Sideways flips. So my son's out there with me. I told him to make sure I don't die.
That's good advice.
Please don't die.
It's good to have someone to stop the camera just in case it goes wrong.
I'm going to try that little just sideways flippy thing where your feet go up over the top and you land on your feet again. There we go. And I don't think I'm going to make it. It's a lot of me running up and stopping. Trying to get myself into how you're supposed to do this. You don't understand, Sam. It's so hard to commit. To commit. And there's an attempt. You like that one?
Oh, yeah, I like that one. That was
just a little... a lot of jumping around. And my son trying to show me how it's done. It's just like that. Okay. And then I watched this video that showed you should try the little combat roll first, to get yourself in that mindset of doing the roll in the air. So then I was trying a bunch of that. Let's do combat rolls. Okay. This is a good start. And then my son again showing me how to do it. And I thought okay, then maybe I can build into doing it in the air, not just on the ground. And okay, trying to do a little jump with that shoulder tuck, just again. And then again, my son needing to show the people something because I'm not showing them anything. It's like, Daddy's never going to get this, so I'm just going to entertain people. Yeah. I think I gave it 3 actual attempts where I landed on my side or my back, and I could never, ever actually commit to tucking my knees, and I would just run up and I just bail. I just could never do it. How do you do it? How do you do that?
I'm with you, though. I'm with you, Sean. I think there's something actually quite scary about it. I'd struggle to let go enough to do that, I think.
I mean,
yeah,
just
the fear battle is the biggest thing I ever found with parkour and free running. It was always just in the mind, because you picture the worst, you fear the worst, you fear, what if I jump and I tuck in this way and I just come down on my side? That's going to hurt. And I learned from a young age, don't do things that hurt, because that's not a great idea. So yeah, it is a challenge. And I think that's why I really enjoyed free running, was because it was such a challenge of your own mental ability to overcome fear. I think that really helps. Like Joe was speaking about resilience earlier. I think that really, really helps try and build resilience. How I overcame it was I just tried it a lot of times. And sadly, it did go wrong a lot. But I spent a lot of time, like you did, Sean, just running up, getting there, bottling it, not being able to do it. Unfortunately, I had access to a gymnastics gym. So
see, I think that would have helped if I had like a foam pit or ropes that were suspending me a bit, so I'm not going to hit the ground. I'm just going to kind of bounce on the ropes a little bit. Because again, I'm getting to that age now. I'm not going to say, but it's not a small number anymore. And when you hit the ground, it hurts a lot more than it used to. Well, maybe it hurts the same, but then it lingers for a lot longer.
You don't heal up as quick.
Oh, not even at all. So I'm still sore today, my neck and my shoulder, just from where I hit the ground on that first one. And I think, so I don't know. I still want to try, because I think it's something that would be a great achievement for me to be able to do that. I've still got a little spring in my step. I've just got to get past that fear, and I might put some mattresses down outside. I got to put mattresses, I think. If I pull out a couple of mattresses onto the lawn out there. I don't know if my wife's going to like grass in her bed, though, when she goes to bed some night. Why is there dirt and grass on the mat? I'm getting hit. So I'm not sure it's the best. Maybe I'll take the kids' mattresses. They don't care. They sleep dirty.
That's the one.
Yeah.
That's the way.
I'd pop the inflatable mattress, maybe into the pool, because we have a swimming pool out there. I'll just run up to that and...
Yeah, that's a good shout. How deep's the pool?
Not very. Well, it's maybe enough to cushion a little bit. Yeah, it's about 1.5 feet, deep.
Okay.
I don't know what's that in centimeters. You guys do centimeters out here, right? No.
That's
about 1.5 feet. I get that.
1.5 feet. What is that? Like 30 centimeters? What? Like that? No, 1.5 feet is like that.
1.5 feet is like.
How big are your feet?
45 centimeters.
Yeah, a foot is 12 inches. 12 inches. It's like. What, 20
30
centimeters?
centimeters, isn't it? 30 centimeters.
Oh, is that
like
one?
a 30 centimeter ruler at school, isn't it?
Okay, well, just so you know, one of your meters is 3 feet and 4 inches is 1 meter, so that's 100 centimeters. Okay, so yeah, right about 30 centimeters, so about with a half, so yeah, about 40 centimeters. 30.
Yeah, so that'd be all right if you fell over in that. It wouldn't be so bad. What are the edges like, though? That's the thing. Because if you're coming down.
Oh no, they're inflatable. No, it's a big inflatable.
Oh, nice.
Rectangle.
Do it
I'll
into
probably
that.
like pop the kids' pool though. They won't have a.
Yeah. And then also you'll land and just slide out anyway. So.
No.
But it might help with the fear.
It might help with the fear.
So
I will
think that's
conquer that.
The important thing about the fear there, isn't it? Because I don't know about. So I went to Go 8 a couple of years ago, and because I was petrified of heights. Also, I was there on a date, but I thought if it went wrong, then I could at least cure my fear of heights at the same time. I think what I learned from that is. With fear, you've just got to kind of push through it. And actually, by doing stuff like parkour, it can really help you with your coping strategies in terms of how you deal with fear in the rest of life as well.
Yeah. I don't know, because I've always considered myself athletic. I was a rock climber for a while. I still love climbing, and so then not being able to do something like that bothers me, because I've always been able to pick up a bat or a glove or a ball or whatever it is and not be amazing at it, but I could excel at it. I could do better than a lot of people because I have that just built-in athleticism. And so something like this just bothers me, that I run and I just can't, just get your body to roll over and tuck. And I don't know, it's something... I'll put some more videos. That's something that I'll challenge myself to. Maybe you guys out there, again, Youth Remixed, if you want to show me your attempts, at that little combat roll. No, we're not going to tell them to do parkour.
The combat roll, do the combat roll and post it to.
Well, and then do the combat roll in the air. It's a combat roll in the air. Is all it is, right? So try the little combat roll. There's this video I watched. Do a side flip in 5 minutes. See, I feel okay about giving this one because that doesn't really ever endanger the head and neck. Typically, you're just going to land on your side. Right?
Yeah, that's true. There's two types of Anyway, that's boring if I go into that. But there are two types of side flip: one that goes over your shoulders and head, and one that goes over your back.
Yeah, so we're going. I'm doing the side one. Yeah, I'm doing like the little barrel roll where you just kind of tuck everything and flip over. And should try that one, the one that will only endanger your back, right? Which
Yeah.
So don't do this on cement.
Back.
Don't do it on cement, man. And Sam, do we want to show your pillow outfit today, or should we show that next week?
We could just finish. We could finish on that and then go to Davey because I think we're ready.
All right. So explain the pillow outfit. What's going on here before we
So
get into it?
pillow challenge was something that just popped up on social media right near the start of lockdown. Some of you might have seen it. Some of you might have given it a go. But the idea is to take a pillow and tie it to yourself in some way to make a new outfit. So this is my attempt.
Yeah, but do you also realize that when people were doing this, that is all they were actually wearing? You couldn't see it because the pillow covered it. Now, I noticed that you are fully dressed, Sam. So are you actually doing the pillow challenge here? Is that really what's happening?
I mean, I decided to do the youth-friendly version. As youth workers, it probably wasn't all right to do the full version.
Yeah, so we did
have clothes on underneath.
So we did the 8+ version here, okay? So it's family-friendly to all. Okay, let's take a look at that, Sam.
There you go.
You beauty.
There you go.
Dude, I love
my little corridor. Acts like such a nice little, catwalk.
The little catwalk and the look at the end. That's the amazing look. That's that look that models give right before they spin back. That like fierce anger. You're so fierce, Sam. You're so fierce with that. Should we watch that?
What is it? Is it Blue Steel?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
From Zoolander.
Yeah, from Zoolander. There you go. That's what I was going for. Blue Steel.
Blue Steel.
What's the other one? It's the pout, isn't it?
Yeah, the pout. Yeah.
Which I can never do because my mouth's too small.
But that was my inspiration was from the the armor that they wear in Minecraft.
In Minecraft, that squared off, boxy.
Kind of squared off, boxy look.
Okay.
So that was my inspiration.
I like it.
Yeah. So so if you are going to give it a go, obviously do it fully clothed as well.
Yes, please.
And be responsible. But give it a go. See what you can create.
See if you can beat Sam's Minecraft armor boxy pillow outfit. Again, Youth Remixed, send it there. We'd love to see it. And back to our beginning thing as well. We are doing a Nailed It challenge for next week. All of us are going to attempt to recreate this cake. We'd love for you to do that as well and show us your best attempt at that. I know a lot of people are out of flour and sugar and things that for baking, but if you do happen to have some, or just don't tell your mom that you're going to go do this, that's fine. Let her come and see the wonderful creation you have at the end when she gets home.
Should we give bonus points for inventiveness with ingredients?
Yeah.
Potentially, if you're so instead of flour, you just use all salt or use
or
cornflakes. Talcum powder. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Cement. If you have a bag of cement in your back garden, just don't use the mixers in the house for that. That might get you in a lot of trouble.
That's so funny. Yeah. That's so funny. Also seen on the comments, Matthew has given us. He's given a load of threes.
Yeah, your vote still just counts for one, Matthew.
Yeah,
your vote just still counts for one.
But thanks for the commitment and thanks for complimenting my outfit. Thank you. I did also think it was lovely. And you could hear the voices over the catwalk, couldn't you, Matthew? And this outfit brought to you by Sam Fowler, inspired by Minecraft. And all the people saying, oh, "Is he wearing a Sam Fowler creation?" I was there with you.
You were there. I was trying to think.
It's the new Ralph Lauren.
I was trying to think of a
100%,
pillow
100%.
manufacturer. I couldn't think of any people that actually made pillows or sleep number bed. Brought to you by Sleep Number.
Dreams or
Sweet Dreams.
Sleepy Nights. Sweet Dreams. I don't know.
Brought to you by Sleepy Nights. Sleepy Nights with Sam. All right.
There you go. Yeah.
All righty, guys. Again, give you one last chance to finish the voting on numbers 1, 2, or 3 to see which egg Davey will smash on his head. 2 are hard-boiled. 1 is raw. And let us know. Give you a few more seconds for that. And again, our video, you must do this. You also must try parkour and send us that. And any last-minute thoughts, though, before we go to that Davey's video?
Not from me.
Not from you?
But just keep staying safe and make sure you're looking after your body, looking after your mind, looking after your soul.
Absolutely.
It's important at this time.
Thanks, Sam. And not Davey?
I think I would say, if you're like me, you're probably getting to the point where you are feeling a little bit exhausted with everything. Just remember, in the Bible, a lot of the times when people seem most
Lost your audio, Joe. Not sure what happened.
like they're in the desert, and most of that point of exhaustion. Hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just say if you're at that point where you're feeling exhausted at the moment, give yourself permission to feel like that. It's okay, but also just remember that most of the time in the Bible, it's at that point of complete exhaustion that God does his greatest stuff. And we're heading to Pentecost. They had to wait days and days and days before all the amazing stuff started to happen. So just keep faith and keep strong.
All right, so Not Davey, we've got a tie right now on the comments between the numbers of 1 and 3. So I'm going to leave it up to you, Not Davey, because you're picking this for Davey. 1 or 3, which egg would you like to see him smash on his head?
I am going to go for 3 because I thought 1 in my head, so I'm going for the opposite.
All right.
Cool. Okay, I like that. The switcheroo.
Here we go. Let's see what happens and go into Davey.
You've chosen number 3. Here we go.
Oh, not the raw egg.
Sorry.
Boiled.
I had one job.
Now, I'm not going to tell you which one, though, Not Davey, but one of those 2 options was actually raw. I won't tell you which one, but one of those 2 options was the raw egg.
No. Which one would that have been?
And you blew it.
I won that.
You blew it.
I won that.
Never mind.
All righty,
Sorry,
guys.
I'll scold myself.
You'll scold yourself later.
Like, not actually scold, not pouring hot water on myself.
Yeah,
like,
no, don't do that.
Off.
Don't do that.
No.
Oh, maybe instead you should smash the raw egg on your head right now. Would that make up for it, Sam? What do you think?
Well, it depends which one that number is. Is it going to be 1, 2, or 3? Is it a whole different set of eggs?
No, he should just take a raw egg, I think is what should happen right now.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
All right. Well, guys.
Give him grace for next week.
Give him grace for next week. Okay. Again, we want to see your Nailed It challenge for next week. Try to make that cake. We're all going to take a stab at that, as well as parkour, right? You're all going to try that little side flip like I did, parkour style. Send it into Youth Remixed over there. Over there. You're not pointing up, Not Davey. You got to point up. Up. Straight up. Straight up. Straight up. There you go. Okay. And yeah, guys, we love you. Again, like Sam said, if you need anything, we're here for you. And Joe said the same thing. If you need anything, we're here for you. Hopefully you have some way to get a hold of one of the 3 of us, even leaving comments here on the wall. Or reaching out to us on social media, sending us messages to the Youth Remixed. We'd love to hear from you, love to help in any way that we can. And just know, guys, that you are loved. You are created amazingly well. Just love yourself, love yourself, love yourself, because you're here for a purpose. There you go. That's right. Yeah. Love yourself. From Youth Remix, guys, have a great week. I'll play us out to some music, I think, if I have that music. And have a great week, guys.